is paint the wheels. And what paint I'm going to use is, well, it's the only little green that's anywhere near right, is this satin Humber 131. It's called mid green. The only other, I've got a very dark glossy green, or this very pale duck-egg green. Don't know what's the real name of it. I thought if I put a little bit of that to a lot of that, you might get a verdigris colour, but it's not the colour I'm looking for. It's light, it is sort of verdigris light, but it's too pale. I want a darker verdigris. I haven't really got anything close to that, so I might put a bit of silver with that and see what that does. I don't know at the minute, but at the minute I'm going to just do the wheels that green with no messing about with mixing it. Keep them all the same. So I'm going to do the diesel, because these things are just going to get in the way and make the filming harder. So I'll do that in my off film. I'll do this one on. It's a lot easier to deal with. You get the idea. Right, I've pre-mixed the paint, but I probably need another little mix. That's mainly so you can see the tin lid and the number of the paint I'm using. Oh, that looks alright. Right, I've got that little tiny flat brush. Only a little, not less than 3mm, 1/8 inch wide. Oh, it is 1/8 inch wide, it actually says it there, yeah. Just use that probably for taking paint off rather than putting paint on. And this Art Master All Media Series 0, no, Series 10, size 0. No, that's quite big for a size 0. It's got to be the right size so you can get in between the spokes best you can without it being clumsy or too small, so it doesn't transfer enough paint. You want it just right. It's always wise to have quite a few brushes. So now we're going to do this. Now you might notice I've got the bronze around the wheel rim, not very well neat, but hopefully it'll neaten up once I've done this. So I will apply the paint. I've done it with, this is where 3 hands would be perfect. Just hold it still and put the battery on it and just let it rotate. That'd be really nice if you could do that. Maybe I should have it down here flat like that. That'd be a good idea. And it's not wobbling about in my hand. I hope this paint goes on. It's not. I'll have to give it another stir. Ideally, you want this to coat in one go. This is a tedious task. So it always looks good for it. Anyone who saw me, well, you probably didn't see me doing it because I just did photographs on that hush I did. Get the wow factor. That paint on those wheels really worked well, but that was a really old Humber colour when they were much better quality paints with it. They keep changing the formulations mainly through law than them being awkward. The law dictates that they change the paint using dangerous chemicals. And like most things in life, like sugars and all that sort of thing, the things that you like the most are what do you the most harm. And this doesn't, getting a feeling already this is not a good covering paint. That's annoying. Well, we can only try. So I want to keep not just the steel part of that wheel. Let's just do the spokes. In a minute. You can see this, can't you? Yeah. Yeah, look, see, look, you put the paint on, it's not taking, is it? I haven't put enough pigment in here. That's really annoying. It's watery, even though I've stirred it properly. There should be some consistency in this. One paint goes on lovely in one coat, another one needs 3. It's really annoying when that happens. The more coats you put on, probably the less good the finish. So go up to the edge. So you can't really see where it's going on. It's supposed to be in black there. I did prime these, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it should grit. It's not greasy or... anything. Let's hold it sideways there and go down the sides of the spokes. But again, black paint doesn't work very well. I mean black plastic. Might have to do this twice, but again the second coat will be off camera. And I'll just show you the results. Okay. It's doing down the sides. I think this forms blobs, can't we? This is annoying. Probably fine for floating down, maybe on the loco body where I want the green effect. Water, it'll go down the sides easy with all those pipe work. I did say I didn't want to paint the bottoms of these where it's silver with a wagon wheel type looking effect. I don't think you've got a lot of control over that. Just want to get some paint on the blooming thing. Getting hold of it and all, without getting hold of that cog that may have remnants of grease on, you don't know. You don't want to touch that if you can help it. Right, let's give a... where's my battery? Like that. If you want to get around this back here, around here. Working. So, green on black does not show up very well. Can you see that? Probably can. I know when I post-process it always looks better than it does on this camera. Phone camera, what do you call it? More camera than phone, this one. So I paid a lot of money for it. Shadows everywhere again. See the battery again. Yeah, got to try and get round the back of the wheel here. Back of the motion, it's not easy. Just looking for any bits I've missed. Bound to be some bits, isn't there? Do I do down there? That'll do for that wheel. Give the paint another stir. Maybe you're supposed to stir it for 10 minutes. And all the thicker bits at the bottom, it's runny. See, look, it's runny. It's not great lumps like the older Humbrol paint was, where you had to sort of chop it into bits like this, like a blade. And it took about, well, it took ages to get it to go, but once you had done it, it was had a nice consistency. Yeah. Take the paint off the brush and put some more on, make sure it might be a bit thicker, I don't know. Like that. Start off with a counterbalance weight area because I can see that. It's got a nice edge to it. Oh, get on there. Oh. Float it around. Go on, get up to that edge. There you go, like that. How's that looking? You see down there or not? I feel I missed loads, but it's so awkward to see where it's been. Thought it should be an easy job. Nothing on this thing's easy, it appears. Back of the motion behind here. It's more green on the middle. That one looks much greener than that one. I'll put some more blob in the middle. That's it, like that. Fools the eye that the whole thing is green. Like that. The eye is drawn to the central hub. Now, trying to look down inside it for light. See if there's any black that I've missed. I'm sure there's loads. I can't see it too well. Yeah, I know there is a little bit of paint over. So I'm using the flat brush. I think I spotted a really little bit of green just there. And take it off while it's still wet. Okay, where is it? A little bit there. Like so. Where's that one? Where is it? That's alright. I'll wiggle it in the light. You can work out where the paint is. Get square to the screen. Yeah. It's a basic effect. I'll do the other side off camera. It's taken long enough as it is. Yeah, bigger wheels are better. When I was painting the wheels, I had a little idea. The cod rod's got a nice groove down it. Could do a green paint infill. That's what I'm going to do. That's something new, so we do that. So I get a nice fill of paint. It doesn't matter if it goes over the edge too much. And just do a fill. Run it down. Just get the angle right. As you can see, it's all over the place. It doesn't really matter. There you go. Like that, and it can let it, when it's flat, it can run in the groove. And wipe that paintbrush off. And with this one, should be able to get it off the edge, just wiping it across the top. He says. Try and make it worse. But it'll get better. Might get worse before it gets better. Just want to see a brass edge there, don't you? Probably put too much paint in there. Just keep wiping the brush over it gently and it will come off. Probably easier if you let it tack off a bit first, so it's less, more rubs the paint off rather than tries to soak it up. Come on, get it off. Is it a good idea or not? Oh, that works better. Capillary action. Oh, smearing it off. Get the very end of the brush bristles on there. Run along. Alright, that might better. Is that better? Yeah. Of course, the quality of this metal's not that, the finish of them's not that wonderful. It's not the trouble. It's rough, and therefore the one colour paint sticks in the rough bits. Come off. Not looking better. I think you let it tack off this side, let it flash off before we turn it over so it can't run, and do it on the other side. Just make sure it hasn't gone over the edge. No, that seems right. Oh, I think that's alright now. I'll leave that to tack off and I'll do the other side. Time for a cup of coffee. Right, decided to give the wheels a second coat of the green paint. It definitely seems to improve it. That same green paint. Tiniest little daub on the end. Start off with the counterbalance weight, which was paint was a bit wishy-washy the first time. It didn't totally cover everything. I put this second coat on and a tiny little bit, look at it, hardly on the end. Just enough to spread and fill those gaps where it was wishy-washy and didn't quite cover fully. Let's have a difference, like that. The hub. Bigger daub on that one. Let's go around it. And the second coat's a lot easier to deal with. Now the spokes, I actually went down the sides of the spokes on the first coat. That was tedious. But now, again, tiny little amount, and I'm just going to draw it across like that. That just makes it stand out. Look how that stands out. That's all your eye really sees anyway. It's an end profile like that, which makes this job very easy. Okay. So we can hold it up. I don't know what else we can do while we're doing this bit. Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? I think it's come out rather well. It'll be the brakes, brake blocks. They could be done in that gunmetal, can't they? Let's make them stand out. Right, and the gunmetal again then. Shouldn't be a problem for that green. Get a bit on there. I could do these. No, leave them alone. Just do this bit. Do the ends. Don't worry about the sides. Something like that. And then do the other side. Holding on to the end of the nose. Yeah, I've done the wheel. Already done the wheels this side, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Like that. There's some contrast. Yeah, do.